jokes.
Yeah, the thing about golf is that it's like
Hey, Peter.
shut up. Golf is like, okay, we're gonna give you a stick, and you need to hit something that's like basically like the size of a quarter in diameter, and you also need to do it at like 100 miles per hour, and you also need to hit it 100 miles away.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Is it complicated to you?
And somehow, people are good at it.
Yeah. Well, that's why you play the Overwatch of golf.
Which is...
Putt-putt.
That didn't make any fucking sense. What is the over... What? Wait.
Because Overwatch is casual shooter game.
Compared to what?
Other competitors that are less popular because they're not Overwatch.
Yeah, that's what
I always just hear it as being a shit on it for being the casual one. So that's the joke. That's the basis of the joke, is the public perception of what Overwatch is, which you do not share because you are not a competitive shooter boy.
I was a competitive shooter, man.
man.
Man. There is nothing more manly than competitive shooters.
I will never have enough computers for what I'm trying to make. God damn it.
Wow.
That
That song was as catchy as it was rhythmless. Everyone loves their tunes to be awkward and hard to dance to.
You said it wrong.
I know. I wanted to be a double dick.
Yeah, it's like, if you were like, that was catchy as it was rhythmic, then you'd be like, yeah, fuck that guy. It's like, get it? It's like, it's not catchy at all because it wasn't rhythmic. But you said it was as catchy as it wasn't rhythmic.
Yeah, I know.
Which means it was fucking catchy as shit, and you're not gonna be able to dump that shit ever. It's in your head. And in you. Emotionally.
I mean, when you think about it, when somebody hears what you're saying, you're more inside of them than...
No, the brain is a terrible firewall. You can just say something and you just infiltrate their brain like spyware, and they can't not think about it.
That's true.
Also, this is a Saturday morning breakfast cereal cartoon, comic that came out this week.
Oh, well, at least your thievery is topical.
Yay.
Speaking of spyware, chat, have you ever considered upgrading your... Have you ever considered upgrading your experience watching me, Birdcatcher LP, on twitch.tv? Have you considered giving me money while doing it? Because I've heard that
because
that
I've
works
installed
really...
spyware on your computer, and the
I've
only
heard
way
that
to
works
save
really,
it
really well.
is to pledge to me.
Yes.
It's the only way to rescue your computer from my spyware. I'm ransomwaring my way into Twitch fame.
I have a contribution from chat. Has anyone here encountered the kind of problem that's exceedingly difficult to figure out? Yeah? That's what a problem is. If it wasn't difficult to figure out, it wouldn't be a problem. Oh, there's a second part to it that I didn't read. Sorry for being a dick.
By Jove, he's got it.
Even if you figure it out, it feels so obvious that it makes you feel like an idiot. Yeah, I work as a computer programmer. Every aspect of my job is...
He's a professional idiot.
Literally every day is that experience to me happening like 7 times a day. Because the problem is computers tell you exactly what you tell... Like, they do exactly what you tell them to do. It turns out that I'm terrible at communicating. As it were. I tend to rely on context clues and inference. Computers are very, very bad at that.
A lot of programmers I know are not great at communicating.
Yeah, well...
Because I've been in escape rooms and played puzzle games with them,
fuck.
And a lot of them are like, they cannot turn thought into explanation of thing.
So I've been running around
and then they get frustrated about the thing they didn't say. I've
been running around your little floating island for forever, and I still cannot figure out where the hell the steel pipes are.
The steel pipes? They're like over here. They're right here. They're right here. You can see them all coming in.
Oh,
pipes.
It's the Doug trio of pipes.
Yeah, this is the steel pipe plant, which I also made and didn't tell you about.
Gotcha.
We already had steel pipes. I just made more steel pipe makers.
Yeah, and you put them nowhere near where they used to be. Gotcha.
Well, it's because they feed into the computer.
No, I understand.
Because that's I mean, not computer. That's the heavy modular frame constructing spot.
No, I understand.
You fuck? Just go to the buildings. You can take out 100 at a time.
Oh.
If they're backed up like that, if you go to their source building, there'll be 100 in each of them.
What's the source building?
The building that's making the pipes.
The constructor? They're not... Oh, they are backed up.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Hey, your pipes are backed up.
You make it require cement instead of screws.
Oh.
That's
like an
interesting.
alternate recipe?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I
What
think
about
I'm gonna do
steel
that,
beams? Are those
'cause
being
we have
mass
a lot
produced
of
anywhere?
We have a lot of
in the-
concrete. Steel beams?
Yeah. They're being produced, but very, very slowly.
Yeah, they're being produced slowly. I have one repository that's relevant, but not what you're hoping for. This building right here is full of steel ingots, which you can then turn into steel beams by hand.
How long does it take?
It's quick. But it's
Okay.
like 3 each, so you have to grab a bunch of them. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, this building right here. Where are you?
I'm up on your sky platform stealing the steel
Run to
beams that are
me.
meant to power the rest of our base's production.
Run to me.
Skywalker.
I'll get those turtles.
You
Sorry
went right
about
past
that.
me.
Yes, I will. I will
You went-
acquire I will
You
acquire
went
the
right
choices.
past me.
Sorry, there was a small frog in my throat, but I'm feeling
Yeah.
much better after that.
Yeah, this
lozenge.
has hundreds of steel ingots,
Yes.
which is your starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yes, back to the point I was making. I will acquire the tortoises.
Goo-goo-gachoo.
It turns out that I am the Eggman. Goo-goo ka-choo.
Chuka-chuka. No one knows what he's saying to this day.
Every time you start a sentence with the words "no one" or "n," a one-syllable
didn't
word, then "no one" will immediately
even
lead
draw
to
the
friend
connection at
slap.
all.
Yeah. Oh man. Alright, yeah, steel beam production is by hand isn't so
No.
slow.
Not out of all those things, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always something that's completely failing. I think the smart way to play this game is you're supposed to look at the rate of everything.
I
Well, yeah, it's the
don't
thing,
like
but
where that started. The
I'll never
smart
have
way.
time to dedicate brain space to it while doing commentary.
Yeah.
But like, you can look at like the input and output, like numbers, because the game tells you them. The game tells you them. They've been there the whole time. The whole time. Oh, Lois.
Oh man. First off, fuck you. Second off,
For doing that impression.
yeah.
Mommy.
It's way too deep of a voice for Stu. That's that
Well, I
Stewie
can't-
Griffin. That's
I
Stewart.
can't really do much about that.
Yeah. That's Stewart Grifflord.
Stu and Grift Lord.
Mom.
Old Stu.
Mom.
Mommy. I'm here to teach you French.
Why does he
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
sound like
Lord.
Rambo?
Because the first thing I think of with the deep voice is the fuck Muzzy,
Oh.
but I can never remember what he's saying because it's in French. So
I'm
can
the from
I can
us.
never recreate. He says like a 3-word phrase that I can never recreate from memory because it's fucking French. I need to look up the fucking Muzzy commercial.
Your child can learn French with Muzzy. Où est la bibliothèque?
Isn't bibliothèque German?
No, it's library.
Yeah, but no, I mean I think it's in German.
Well, I mean, it's all the same fucking language.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I mean, they all stole from the
Yeah,
Romans.
they're all the same language until they leave the EU, and then they get their language hood. bestowed upon them.
Yes. We're gonna leave the EU and we're gonna get a blue language. Solid Brexit joke, man. Really killing it today.
Brexit joke about France.
Yeah, man. I too follow a politic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the slowest fucking politics ever. Like watching an old woman fall over in slow motion. Like, it's sad and kind of scary, but also it's happening weirdly slowly.
Like, physics-defyingly slowly. Like, you run over... Like, you're afraid to touch her because you don't want to get, like... You're afraid that physical contact will pass on the time curse to you. So you're like, I want to help her, but... Oh, I don't know. She must have pissed off a time wizard. Like... I just really don't have the time wizard curse like penciled into my schedule right now. Ooh, that's gonna be like a whole quest. Like, I don't want to. I have to go to the bank later, and the whole time the lady's like, "Meow, meow,
Help, I'm falling, and I'm still falling. They need a new life alert for this particular state of being.
You're rationalizing it to yourself. Like, she's like, if she lands, she's not gonna get hurt because she's going like it's gonna take her 3 days to fall. Like, it's not gonna fall that fast. And then like a week later in the news, like it's like. In other news, woman fell on ground and immediately exploded into like a pile of dust and nuclear explosion, leveling 3 city blocks. And you're like, oh, fuck, well, nobody saw me there, right? And it's like, we have...
That's the next concern is, at least nobody saw I was a monster.
And then it's like...
That's the important thing.
And then they play back some footage, and it's just like, just you, like, walking by, like, whistling.
And this is the fucklord who let it happen.
Oh, man. Eyewitnesses say, like, holy shit, she was falling really slowly. That person could have done something about it. Weird that they didn't. It's like, oh man, work tomorrow's gonna be awkward.
Somehow this is my problem more than all the dead people's problem.
Yeah,
this might be a symptom of how the original problem arose.
You show up at the office the next morning and no one wants to talk to you. Everyone is like, hey man, how's it going? And it's like, yeah, going fine. Got a meeting to go to right now. Talk to you later, man. Just pats you on the shoulder. Just leaves and like, ah, shit, this is gonna be a thing.
Feed me, machine. Feed me. Yum yums. Feed me, yum yums.
Mm-hmm.
I just want this thing to give me goddamn heavy modular frames. I'm trying to make a train station, but it requires the same shit we're trying to make for the space delegator. So it's like all the worst shit to have to make stuff out of.
Like a week later, you're walking through the same area, and you see somebody else who recognizes you. They're like, hey, I know that dude. That's the dude that didn't help down the slow grandma. Hey, you. Just like yelling at you, trying to get your attention.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
It's like, it's not gonna
I
respond.
don't think you can hear me.
It's not gonna
Maybe
respond.
if I yell louder. Hey!
Yeah. Hey, I know you can hear me. Then walk away. I'm talking to you. It's like,
You
look,
ain't
man.
got no AirPods.
It's like, look, man. I'm just trying to get home. I'm like, oh yeah. You know who's trying to get home? Grandma. Just the grandmother.
The grandmother of town. The town grandmother.
Oh,
you only have the one,
God.
and you broke her. When are you gonna fix it? Hey!
Hey!
I have no
jeez.
fucking clue how we got here.
I love it. This is one of
I've
the
never
best
been
jokes.
more confused.
This is one of the best jokes we've had in a while, and I am absolutely rolling with it. Not that we haven't had some pretty good, like, before, but, like, this one.
Are you
This
okay?
one. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's a lot of fall damage that I didn't take. I didn't take any fall damage at all. Holy shit. Alright. That was awesome. And then, like, you know, like 3 months go by, and you see, like, another, like, grandma. They got a replacement grandma. She came over from another town.
No.
Going to the same
Replacement
place.
Grandma.
The exact fucking same scenario is playing out, and you're like, well, fuck. I mean, this time I guess I gotta grab her. And, like, as we're moving towards her, like, somebody else comes in and saves her. Like, just before you're, like, able to, like, pick her up or whatever. Because you were, like, holding your thing. Like, you had your groceries in your hand. You were carrying the bags. You were about to set them down. But, like, you didn't have time. And so, like, some hands-free douchebag comes in, sweeps it up. Guess who's in the fucking news again? Guess who's in the fucking news again? It's you, and it's that guy. And, like, everyone's like, wow, look at you not helping out once again. And you're like, God damn it, my hands were I was about to, I swear. Oh, yeah, you were about to, huh, yeah. Totally believe that.
Man consistently found near falling grandmothers, not helping. Posted to Not the Onion.
So finally, years later, you've been run out of town. You're, like, jobless, working, like, well, I don't know how you're jobless and working. You lost your good job, and now you're working, like, your shitty job.
I was
know.
born at age 10.
You'd be kicked out of town. You're at a different town. It's a shittier town. You lost your wife. You got a new wife. It's a shittier wife.
Whoa. This is not my beautiful wife.
Yeah.
She sucks.
Biblical. It's biblical. Anyway, so finally,
Did God punish somebody with worse wives?
no, he rewarded
Is that a thing?
he rewarded somebody with a better wife.
Oh.
You know the story of Job? Yeah, one of his rewards was he got sexier.
Story of Job.
Yeah, the guy who was like, or what was his name? Job? I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, the story of
I
Steve
thought
Job.
I thought you were doing it on purpose.
I haven't. Anyway, so the
It's like
story
the
of
most famous
Job.
Bible story ever, aka the only one I can name probably.
Yeah, so the story of Job, like literally,
you were
Job gets
joking.
rewarded by like getting 20 hotter daughters.
You were joking.
Yeah. No, it literally ends with like God rewarding Job with like, and he got like 20 daughters that were more beautiful than his old daughters. It's like,
So fuck 'em, right?
Jesus. And it's
Yeah.
like, nope, he's not here yet. Like, oh.
This is an entirely accurate retelling.
Anyway, so yeah, like
You should
20 years
write the
later,
Spark Notes of the Bible.
I really shouldn't do that. Anyway, so 20 years later, you're at your job, your shittier job with your like less hot wife and your less hot daughters, and like there's a grandma.
Damn.
She's falling down. She's falling down slow.
Oh no.
It's happening again.
Somebody help her. She can't stop falling.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, this time we got it. There's no one else around. It's all you. You touch her, boom, time curse. You were fucked all along. And then you start falling down slowly too. And the grandma's like, finally I'm free. You're like, no.
It was always the same grandma all along.
Yeah.
And the moral of the story, kids, is to never help people.
Yep.
Signed, Jeff Bezos.
I can't comment on that out of fear. That yes and is far too job threatening for me to sign off on it. I don't think I'm going anywhere remotely the right direction with the railway, by the way. I feel like you should come along and
What
double
did
check
you
this.
do? There's a fucking waypoint.
Where?
Wait, the rail had already made it there.
Oh, well, I mean, it was supposed to go to the coal area, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was already there.
Oh, I was sending it to coal, too. Okay, now I remember what I was doing.
We had already been successful. No, coal 2 is where... That's where we went to in the first place.
What? No?
We were already there. It was only like one cliff away. I had to go back for a bit more, because I had to make a platform to send it to in the first place also, is why I went back to get all my shit.
Okay,
We were
then.
good.
Okay. You need to
were
come...
we were basically done. I don't know what you did. I'm scared now.
I got lost in my own
what-
thoughts while I was talking about Grandma, and
Oh,
holy shit, did I take the railway on an adventure.
Did you just accomplish no things?
I mean, I learned how to extend the railway.
Did you go in a circle?
Not necessarily.
It sounds like you maybe went past it, then came back.
Not necessarily. Because I have no idea what the fuck I did.
Alright, well, I'm on the slow path to discovery because I don't have any speed boosty stuff. Because somebody took literally all the resources in the entire base.
Hey,
they could
for
ever
whatever
use
it's
to craft
worth.
it.
For whatever it's worth, I didn't put it back yet.
Yeah, and that was like an hour ago.
It's because you didn't tell me to. You pointed out the problem, but you didn't give me the solution.
I swear to God.